Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on the MIgardener channel. This is going to be a very quick seed saving tutorial. I'm very excited for this one because we finally are going to be able to save seeds from our oregano plant. That's right. Oregano is one plant that I love growing. The flowers are so fragrant in the summertime. You can just smell it throughout the entire garden when the wind is blowing. The honeybees go crazy for it, and it's an extremely easy plant to save seeds from. It grows like a weed, it's a perennial, so there's just a whole list of reasons why I love to grow it. And one plant is enough to fill us up with oregano, dried and fresh, for the entire year. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save seeds to give away to some friends, and they are just starting a new garden, so it's going to be nice to give them some seeds, and I'm going to be able to get them for free actually. So I encourage everyone to save seeds. It's something that anyone and everyone should be doing because you never know when you're going to need the seeds or who's going to need the seeds. And so even if you're not going to need any more plants, if it's from a perennial, save the seeds and give them away. Give them away in a seed swap, give them away to a friend, a neighbor, because the more people we can get growing, the more people we can get actually eating fresher, better food. And I think that's really where we need to be going, is just encouraging people. And if they can start a garden for free or relatively free, man, it's so many more reasons to encourage, because sometimes people get kind of offset by the cost of a garden and the initial startup cost, and a lot of that can be expensive in seeds. And if you can give them free seed, well, that's one less excuse they have to not have a garden. So, all right, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be harvesting this here seed. Not all of it's ready, so we're gonna look for the stuff that's really dry, because what we wanna do is we wanna wait for the plant to flower and then just basically go dormant. The plant is still growing, it's thriving, it's a very hardy plant. But you'll notice that the flowers themselves dry up and turn very crumbly, and those are the ones we want to save seeds from, because the seeds inside will be mature and dry. So come on in, let's see if we can find a cluster here. I think I see one here, so I'm going to show you how to save the seeds. It's so simple, it's going to blow your mind. All right, so we have here an example of some stuff that's not ready yet. You still see some flowers forming, and they're very green, not yet dried. What you want to look for is something like this, very brown, brittle and dry. And all we're going to do is you can get like a cup or a little plastic dish or anything like that to hold underneath it, but I'm just going to show you, for the sake of example, how to save seeds. All we want to do is tip this cluster down and just kind of flick it. Just flick with your fingers, and all the mature seeds are going to fall right out of the seed pods. You're going to get some other stuff with it, but it's going to get you a lot of fresh seed. You don't want to break it and crumble it, because it's just going to make a mess. All the seeds that are ready to fall out will fall out on their own. And trust me, there's enough seed pods here. For instance, here's another huge cluster. You know, that they're everywhere. You're gonna crumble it like this, and I'm gonna show you what you're not gonna do. See, because you're gonna get a lot of seeds by doing this. But my goodness, you want to give that away? I mean, look at that. It's just a mess. It's a mess. You can't find the seeds in there, and they're so small and so light. You're never gonna find them. Never, ever, ever. And you can possibly sort through there, but it's just a bunch of mess. So again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on here, and we're just gonna gently flick with our fingers, and all the tiny little seeds are gonna fall out. And you're gonna see them. I mean, they're almost too small to show on camera, but you're gonna see the seeds fall out. They're just a little brown ball. They're not big by any means, and it's going to give us some seed we're going to be able to give away to friends. So I'm going to do one more, see if I can get some seed here. Okay, there we go. So there's some seed. So basically all we're looking for is these super, super teeny tiny little black seeds. See, there's one right there. It's so tiny. See that right there? That's a seed. That's an oregano seed, single oregano seed. And it only takes one to make a plant as big as the one we're harvesting seed from. So, you know, there's a bunch in here though. You can see them, and they're kind of, oh, I got one on my finger actually. So you got a couple here. There's this one right there. It's super tiny. And there's one right there that's super tiny. And so we got a couple in there, but that's just from, you know, like one little seed head, and not all of them will have seeds in them, and not all of them will be mature enough to fall out. But this method will get you seeds, and it will get them for free. So it's effective and it's very quick and simple. So there you go. There is a very simple tutorial on how to save oregano seeds. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'm not lying. When I say it's simple, it generally is pretty simple. So hopefully I didn't overcomplicate it, and hopefully all of you will go out and save oregano seed. And also, if you did enjoy this seed saving tutorial, go check out the other ones. I've got a bunch of them. So again, I will stress that seed saving is something that everyone should be doing, because you never know when you're going to need the seed or who's going to need the seed, and it's nice to have some on hand if that occasion ever arises. So save that seed. Hopefully you all are growing bigger going home, and I'll talk to you all later. See ya. Bye.